What? Hey up. Is this right? No? Yeah? It's been so long. No idea what I'm doing with this thing. Just hoy it at 'em. Good morning, welcome back to the DanGoesOutdoors YouTube channel. If you're new around here, ever think about subscribing? Yeah, it's been a while since my last video, maybe 3 or 4 weeks now, and it's been weeks since I've fished, which is amazing for me, but it's just not lined up right with work. I got a new car, that took some time to sort out, and I've not been very well either, so yeah, I'm really happy to be out today. I'm on one of my local rivers, trying to get one last barbel or chub. You know, it's a back end of the season now, so if I can get out today and maybe one more time and catch a fish somewhere along the way, that'd be lovely. But yeah, I'm just really happy to be out today, and it's finally one of those winter's days that I really look forward to, where it's cold and crisp, sun's out, maybe not the best conditions, but you know, you've got to do it. So yeah, haven't got any maggots with me today, which is annoying. I haven't had time to go and get them, so I'm on the big baits, but that might be quite good. It's post-flood conditions. In fact, the river's still up 3 foot, really coloured water, so perhaps big baits, paste wrap pellets, boilies, that kind of thing, that might be the one. If not, when I go out in a few days' time, I can try different tactics then, who knows. But anyway, yeah, I'm just so happy to be here. Let's keep our fingers crossed something happens, and yeah, see if we catch a fish. I've given this swim a fair chance to produce a bite. I think on a day like today, a cold, crisp, clear day, I'm going to have to rove around a lot and put the bait right in front of a fish to get a bite. So yeah, I've given it about an hour and a half here, but it's time to move on. I've got 4 or 5 swims lined up on the way back to a car, so yeah, better get on with it. I knew I was dicing with death, letting it drift close into those snags. Ah! Oh well, I got most of a rig back. I'm in my next swim now, and it's a beauty, you know. I've got a good bit of current out in the main area there, and then it leads down to some snags below me here, and I'm being quite tactical of where I put my rods. What I'm doing is I'm putting one rod out in the main current, and then my left hand rod, my inside rod, I'm casting it out and I'm holding it tight and letting it swing round into the snags a little bit. Now, it is dicing with death a bit. As you saw in that last swim, I ended up snagging when I reeled in, but you know, I feel like that's where the fish is going to be when the river's up like this, and I'm hedging my bets a little bit and hoping that maybe there's some big chub sat a little bit closer in. Who knows? Let's just try and catch one. So as I said, I'm going to cast this out and try and let the current swing it round nearer to the snags below me here. Hold it tight, let it swing round in the current. There we go. So that's come to rest, about a rod length up from the snag down there. Just about to put my second rod in. This is the one that I like to put out in the main current. I do my inside one first because I feel like that's the one I'm most likely to mess up, and then just chuck this one over top of it. Don't know what's going on here. My outside rod just suddenly shot to the inside. Don't know if it got taken by a fish or a bit of debris coming down. Let's find out though. confirm there is a fish on here. It's just so stuck in the snags. When I give it a slack line, it pulls away a bit, but then it just keeps returning back to the same snag. I've got the fish out. Unbelievable. This is amazing. Oh, it's a nice chub, come on. Get down in there. That's incredible. Wow. Oh my God. Where's the sun? Right. I'm so sorry you guys missed all that. Basically, I was in my swim and my right hand rod just caned round, but not like a bite, like a nodding bite. It just went round and round and round and round as if something like a log or something had hit it. So I picked it up, it just kept going round and round and round into this snag below me here. Whew. I'm out of breath. This snag here. So I walked all the way down, had my rod above it, and I could feel the fish nodding away. So I eventually got right above the fish, just kept steady pressure on it. It was kicking, 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 and it all came loose, dragged the fish out, got a lovely chub in the net. Oh man, amazing, amazing, amazing. Come on. I've let the fish rest in the net for a long time, you know. It was stuck in that snag for quite a while. Needs some time to recover. We'll get it out now. Have a look at this amazing fish. I can't believe it. It didn't even register in my head as a bite. What a manoeuvre that fish pulled. I don't know if it was me, the fish, or, well, just the fact that I'm so out of practice. Who knows? But we got it in the net anyway. There we are. Lovely, thick set Yorkshire chub. £4, something like that, I'd give that fish. Yeah, a little bit of mouth damage on it, to be expected with the snag. But I've got some carp care kit with me, and that's not just for carp, it works on chub and barbel as well, so we'll look after this fish and get it back. But yeah, really happy to have caught on a day like today, and my river season's been rubbish so far. We're going to have a chat about that in a moment, but yeah, this guy brightened it up a lot. Lovely. Fantastic. Right, let's get it back, see if we can catch some more. Might give this swim another chance. Really lovely chub, this one. Great example of one. So we're going to give it all the time in the world to recover before it goes away. Nice, like a breeze blocking the water, incredible. So this is what that fish took. It's a smoky jack pillow boilie. They're slightly flattened so they don't roll around as much on the river. And I've been soaking that in the matching liquid as well, so yeah, those really smell. And then above that, size 6 hook, small PVA bag of pellets, threaded down the hook link there. What we've got in that is 6mm krill pellets and 8mm halibut pellets. And just above that, 18 inches of hook link, lead clip, 5 ounce lead today, yeah, 4 ounces barely holding, so for out in the main current I've got 5 ounces on. And man, that fish pulled a hell of a manoeuvre. Now I'm thinking about it, I think that chub got hooked, knew it was hooked, knew exactly where the snag was, and just made one straight movement for it. So the rod wasn't banging at all, it just literally went whoop, and it was in the snag straight away. So yeah, watch out for that one, guys. If you get big movements like that, perhaps it's better off picking the rod up than doing what I did and sit there like, what's going on? Has something grabbed my line? Yeah, amazing. Let's get this back out there. It took about an hour to catch that fish, so might as well give it at least another hour in this spot. Where there's one chub, there's sometimes more. Right, let's chuck it out there. Something I wanted to reflect on while we're waiting for another bite here is just how this winter's gone for me and so many other anglers in this area. As you know, once winter sets in, I tend to just stick to pike fishing with the occasional trip on the rivers for chub and barbel when it looks right. And really, I should be catching more fish, but the conditions have been awful. All these floods and storms have just completely washed out most of the rivers that I fish. And pike wise, I had a good start to the season. You know, I caught a couple of big doubles, one really nice fish. But after that, I struggled so much. And even when the river was back to normal levels, I was going along, fishing stretches where I usually get maybe 3 or 4 fish in a day, and I was blanking 3 or 4 times in a row. There's actually been 5 or 6 sessions that haven't made it to YouTube, not because I don't like showing blank sessions, but just because they're boring, you know. I always say my channel's all killer, no filler. You won't get a video of me sat in my shed explaining how long my rods are and all that rubbish. It's always going to be on the bank, and if it's interesting, I'll post it. So yeah, so many times I've gone out and nothing's happened. And in terms of the pike, I think what a lot of that is in my opinion, I think they're tired. And that might sound stupid, but you've got to think that a pike isn't a fish that's designed for dogging it out in the current. It's an ambush predator. It's for short, sharp speeds. But yeah, after all these floods, one after another, those pike must be just exhausted. And unless you get a dead bait right in front of them, they're not going to take it. That's the way I see it anyway. That, and with the clarity of the water, it must be really hard for them to hunt. They must just be scavenging and yeah, maybe not getting much, because a couple of fish that I have had have been a little bit skinny and, you know, not in great condition. As for, not in the best of health either at the moment, but yeah, I made it out here. As for the barbel and the chub fishing, when I've been going, I have been catching steadily, but I did 3 trips to the Trent this year and only caught 3 barbel. Last year for 3 trips I had something like 12 fish, so yeah, just an amazing difference in the numbers. And yeah, I've been fishing similar methods and even getting on the maggot feeder, which is a more successful method at this time of year, and still struggling. I was really happy though to have caught barbel in January. That's something I've never done before, so that was brilliant. So it's not all doom and gloom. I should say that I've had some great sessions this winter. That perch session at a local commercial, actually not too far from here, that was a brilliant day out. Also got a massive roach. Someone commented recently that I only fish for predators with lures. I've never done a lure fishing video on this channel, and I catch plenty of big perch, big roach and all sorts as well, so yeah. Maybe watch my videos first. But yeah, that was a great session. Again, catching those barbel in January, my first overnighting on the Trent, and that big pike at the start of the season, they've been my highlights. But yeah, I can't help but feel that as anglers we've been robbed of this winter by all the floods and things, but you know, sign of the times, I guess. Really happy to have caught today, so let's hope it happens again. I gave this swim more than a fair chance to produce another fish, but it just hasn't happened, and it's actually got quite cold now, hence the hat and coat and everything, so I'm going to head on upstream. So I've stopped at this swim here, bit of a tight jungle swim as I call them, but yeah, I think I'm still going to fish 2 rods here because I'm a bit of an animal like that. I'm going to underarm one just off that snag on the inside there, and then put one out in the main current again, and yeah, it's worked before, so no reason why it won't work again. Nothing in the jungle swim either, so I'm going to wind in and head up to one last spot. I'm worried that reeling in this margin rod could be dicing with death a bit, so let's hope I get this rig back. We'll stick the rod out a long way. Got it. That's the rods out in what will be my last spot of the day. As you can see, the sun's setting now. Brilliant time to catch a big chub, maybe a barbel. That is what I'd really like today. It'd be great to finish the river season on a barbel, but yeah, so happy to have caught that fish. Nice swim this, done my usual. One rod down the edge, another out in the main current, and yeah, big baits wrapped in paste. Let's see if the fish respond. The sun's just about to set now, so we're heading into a brilliant time of day to catch a nice barbel or even another big chub. Unfortunately though, you guys won't be able to see me, it'll be too dark for filming, so I'll say goodbye now, and if I catch anything, I'll add it on at the end. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy to have caught that big chub, and if you want to see the bait I caught it on, there'll be a link in the description below if you want to check that out. Either way, thank you so much for watching. We'll get out maybe one more time on the river before the season closes, so perhaps we'll get that last river barbel before my mind turns to carp and the spring carp grind begins, and I am massively looking forward to that. I can't wait for it to warm up and see my first carp jump out of the water, chuck a zig at it. Man, so looking forward to it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.